Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A pleasure to be here bringing you the angel's perspective for the month of June in this energy update with the angels. And for those ones who are joining us for the very first time, this is a channel message from the angels where they share with us the energy of the month. So they will give us some practical guidance that we can utilize in our day-to-day life, and that will help us to navigate the energy of the month. So also reminding us that we are not alone and that we are always continuously guided 24/7. So let's just start. For this month, June, 2022, it is going to be a very positive month with lots of opportunities. So as June 3rd is moving out, Mercury in retrograde, that period where we all go into introspection and we start kind of again looking at things. What are we doing? How are we doing all of these things? This is the opportunity for us to really review all of that. There is a mirror very clear in front of us where we can just take a look and see if we are where we want to be or not, or if it is time for those changes. So as that moves out comes the clarity. So we just had a new moon, and that is setting new intentions. And with the energy that we are having at this moment, it is the process of manifesting. It is happening at a very rapid pace. So we've been hearing this the whole beginning of the year, and we've been going through this growing spirit, and we can just see our seeds growing and growing. And so this month, what the angels say, the chaos that we are experiencing around in the world, it is there. However, it is up to us. Where do we want to put our energy into? And that's going to make the difference. And how are we going to experience our reality? So we cannot disappear what is happening out there, but it will be different how we react to it and how we interact with it. So directly would affect us or not. So these are the guides, the points they want us to be focused into, because the energy there is so many great opportunities. And the most important thing here and the key for all of us will be to really pay attention into our emotions. What are emotions telling us? How do we feel? Is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Does this resonate with me or not? Because there's going to be an energy of so many new things coming out into the world, and where we will have to take some decisions and big decisions in our lives, whether we have to move or change way of thinking, new ways of seeing things. So we are being asked to be open-minded and permit to be open to new ideas. And so when we do that, when we go through this transformation, we continue with this transition, we will navigate the wave rather than being tumbled into it. Okay, so the main thing is just being very, very aware of our emotions. Let's pay attention the quality, emotions, thoughts, feelings, and what is it that our own being is asking for, because it might be vastly different from other people. And so we would need to be clear in what is it that we want to do in our lives and what is it that we want to. There's energy for us to, it will give us that opportunity to honor those emotions and feelings. So with that, when we honor that, the energy also will be very good for us to explore and allow our talents and our gifts to come out to the light. So we are, all of a sudden, we have this energy coming to us, making us all of a sudden just feel very creative, or whatever talent people are having in the world right now. You know, if there's a singer, all of a sudden it's like, you know, I just feel like I need to become a singer at this time of my life, right? And maybe perhaps with a hobby. So this trust in your talents, trust in your creativity, trust in the intuition. That's basically the key part, by honoring those emotions and feelings, because the emotion and feelings will tell you that perhaps you need to pursue something, okay? And it has to be done with integrity. It has to be done with authenticity. And when we honor those emotions and those feelings, we will be able to achieve that, because we will be doing what the soul is calling. So when the soul is calling, it is loud, it is clear, it is very, very positive, uplifted. So you will know when that is, and we just have to trust that. So the next thing we're focusing into is basically being honoring those emotions and those feelings, because we will be changing all things. And this transition that we have been going through the past couple of years, but in the past little bit, it has been very rapidly going right now. After this period of Mercury in retrograde, we are coming out with like letting go all stuff. We have realized, I don't need this anymore. And even if perhaps they haven't yet taken some decisions, but already know there are some things that need to be done. There are some things that need to be changed. So there are lots of things that are shedding old skins, okay? And where we are going, we have to let go all things, all habits, all ways of thinking, all ways of views, and be open to the new. So by honoring those emotions, because then this soul calling is gonna let us know very clear what is it that we need to do, and that's our guidance. So that's why the importance of keeping ourselves very aware and tuned with ourselves. So this is more than ever the time to go inwards, not outwards. When we try to look for answers, the answers are on the inside. When the soul is calling, which is our guides, our angels, whoever people want to talk about your higher self, it is there. The answers are right there, and it will be speaking quite loud so that we are able to hear it, because the changes around us, they're going to be very quickly, and there will be completely new things that we haven't heard never in our lifetimes or ever before. So that's why they said, open your mind, open your eyes, and open your third eye. That will let you see things beyond the veil, beyond what we see right here on the physical. So another thing that they want us to be focused into is in order for us to take those decisions, we have to be grounded. And by being grounded, it is we will have the clarity. We will be connected with the earth, because the earth is changing. That's why we are in this situation. So the earth is holding us and is taking us with her into this shift, and it's giving us all that information, all the nourishment that we need. So the only thing we need to do is just connect with Gaia by just stepping outside, walking on the forest, walking barefoot, hugging trees, meditating, perhaps becoming a little bit more aware in how we are treating nature. What is our relationship with our food? What is our relationship with the animal kingdom? In many different ways, because that way we will actually create a coherence. We will create a connection and a balance at all levels: mental, physical, and spiritual. And we are all connected to everything, from the cosmos, from the universe, to the earth, because we are the earth. So it is important for us to be aware of that and connect with Gaia. She will help us to clear up our minds, clear up the density that we are or going through all this process. As the earth is cleansing, we are doing ourselves. So whatever happens in the external world, in the collective, it happens in our immediate world, and it happens in ourselves too. So there is so much things moving, and sometimes we feel like we are in a tornado and we can't really see where is the way to go. So stepping outside will help us. That way we will have the opportunity to see things clearly and to take decisions with integrity. And that's the most important thing. There's and a bunch of opportunities are going to come up, and there's going to be new things, and then we will be presented with opportunity to take decisions based on our integrity, what we know that is the right thing to do. So for that, we have to be very clear in our minds, and we have to be heart-centered and grounded in order for us to do that big step. So with this energy, this month also will bring a lot of things. So there is a lot of revelations, okay, happening in the world, and there's a lot of new information and things that we didn't know from the outside and from ourselves too. So there is the energy of the moon bring us the dark side, and the dark side doesn't mean that it's evil. That's a completely different thing. It's just the dark part that we have to work, and it is just coming out. So bringing out old things, bringing things that we had deep inside, and this is the opportunity right now to open the heart and realize that there's things that we no longer need. And when we are heart-centered and grounded, very grounded, we will be able to take decisions with integrity, because the moon can help us. It will bring us things, shallow things, they talk about truths that will come out that will help us for us to identify it. And that's when we're going to take decisions based in from our heart, so with integrity. As well, we will have to be that we are being encouraged as well to change the perspective of things. Perhaps we have seen things in one way for a very long time, and we have an idea about something. But when we change the perspective and to the same thing, it can come out a more clear picture of the things that we actually want to in our lives. And perhaps it's just a thought, a pattern, habit in how we approach to things and how we take decisions. Perhaps we used to be really rushed taking decisions, and we go quick without thinking or feeling them. We just react to them. Perhaps this time we take the time and just kind of take the time to see how it feels in our body. We think about it, but how it really feels, because all about this is how the intuition works, because it's an intuition. We have to trust the intuition right now more than ever. There might be a little sense of loneliness because we feel that we have been told many things, and right now there's nothing that is backing up what we've been told, so we don't know sometimes what to trust. So it is important for us to trust our intuition, because we are always guided and we will always know what to do. And we are never alone. So we will always have something within us. Each one of us, we all have that within us. It's just a matter of accessing to that. And it's just going inwards and just asking, what do I need to know, or show me? And we all have guides, or whoever. If some people do not believe in any of these, they still have ways that they will be shown what to do. There's just inside. You will feel it, you'll just know it. So trusting that intuition, changing the perspective and perception of things, being open-minded to see things with a different way, something new, creative. Okay, because this is a flow of things that we're changing everything, and the energy is so beautiful and in a very loving way. So we could create a beautiful thing starting with this month. This energy that is right here. It's just making sure that we are completely grounded, so we are able to take decisions based in with this integrity and love. So with this, I have my little notes in here so I don't forget anything. So there's going to be, when we are grounded and we are honoring these emotions and feelings, and we are just trusting those talents that we have, no matter what is presented out there. Okay, changing the perspective to things and be open to new things. It is it's like we are in a crossroad right now. So there's going to be opportunities to do new things. Perhaps it will be the time to change the directions. And if you don't know where to go, this is when guidance from your intuition will come, or your guides and your angels. All you need to do is just I need some assistance with this. I don't really know what to do. And I would like some guidance, some support, some validations in the things that I'm feeling, thinking, knowing, seeing, or hearing. And we will get it. Just until there is more obvious, they say. So it's so important that we trust that intuition. We trust that those emotions that we are feeling, having, because that's going to be the key. The more we pay attention to that, the more aware we will be with who we are and what are we doing in here. What is it that we are doing at this moment, if it's in line to our soul's purpose, or what are the changes that we need to do? And this is a time of trust, okay? Trust and listen to the inner guidance. So being grounded is a huge thing. This is going to help us to have the support, that we have the support in the other side at all levels. And of course, this is going to be an opportunity with this energy to see. Again, the mirror is still right in front of us, and just they want us to recognize how much we have changed, advanced, achieved from the past year, 2 years, week, a month, even 2 days, or even a day, perhaps 20 years ago. They just want us to realize how much we have come in this process of changing and in this process of transformation. And when we recognize and we acknowledge the changes in the process and the new people that we are, will help us to understand that we can do anything that we really want, because we are the creators of our reality. And it might be sometimes hard to understand and grasp that concept, because we always think, well, why would I put myself into this terrible situation? And they always say it's just a matter of perspective, okay? So when we start seeing things in a way that we are the creators, not the outside, we tend to think that the outside will create the reality in our inside. And we understand that what is outside, it is projected from the inside. And if there is something we don't like, we can change it. It's the fact that we are attached to certain people, situations, and places that makes it a little bit difficult. So, but when we are recognizing that there is some situations that are not aligned to us, that we know that we recognize it doesn't make us happy, it doesn't makes us happy, or it's not necessarily what I really wanted to, but we just got stuck in there for whatever reasons, and we start taking steps towards what we really like to do, everything starts changing in our daily life. So the mirror is in front of us, it's continues showing us what is it that we need to do. Do you like what you see? Would you like to have some changes? What changes would you like to do? And how would you feel experiencing that life that you want? Always asking, what would that be? What would it feel like to be or to experience love, happiness, wellness, health, happiness, friendship, compassion? And when we do that, we are already putting ourselves into that frequency, into that symphony. Okay, so with this energy, we will have revelations of new things in our lives. So in the world, we will learn new things that have been out there and we didn't know. It will come out to us, but also will come for us to things that we will discover, or information from the other side that we've been waiting for, or recognizing things that we didn't know about ourselves. We start learning again who we are, and by honoring what we feel, how we think, and our emotions, and we honor those emotions, because then we start learning and respecting ourselves in a different way. We tend to always please, in order for us to be part of a society, part of a group. We are not authentic. We don't do things with integrity with ourselves, because we compromise our happiness in order to fill up a space in a group. So for this month, it is so much great energy that is going to be helping us to do all of these changes and all of these moves by honoring the talents, your emotions, changing the old things to the new things. There will be revelations in our lives where we will recognize things about ourselves, our shadow sides of ourselves, and others as well. But when we are standing strong, heart-centered, and grounded, we will be able to take decisions with integrity, decisions from the heart with compassion, and we will understand what is the next step. We will be able to listen. What is the message for us? If we take a moment and we just listen to the heart, to the intuition, to the guidance, we will always know what to do. So what the angels wanted us to do, it is at the end of the day, this is a very positive month for us, and it is a lot of things that are provided. It is ritual to us. It is just for us to go and grab it. We just need to be aware of that. And the easiest way to do it is when you wake up in the morning, doing a self-check and say, how do I feel today? What is the quality of my thought? What is the quality of my emotion? And what is the quality of my feelings? So when you get up like that, then you will understand if you are not in the best mood, and perhaps before you interact with someone, you will know like, okay, I'm already in a grumpy mood, so maybe I should not just say anything just for saying, right? So we will become aware of our emotions. We will become aware of our thoughts and how we are interacting with others. So then others would not take things in the wrong way. When we talk and when we speak with consciousness, when we become conscious of our thoughts, emotions, and when we become conscious of how we are communicating with others, we'll make the change and how we will experience our daily life. So I believe this is a beautiful energy for this month. Lots of great things. Just be open. Important information gathers. Everything. Decisions comes from the inside. Okay, with integrity. Stay heart-centered, grounded. That's what I've always been told. Heart-centered, grounded. You'll be able to hear them clearly, feel them, and see them if that's what you would like to do. Just be heart-centered and grounded. And ask for the guidance, ask for the support. There is so much energy happening this month, and it could be in a positive way. If we want to be focusing on the positive side, what can we do? We can do so many changes. We can utilize our talents and honoring who we are, honoring our emotions, and that's the most important thing, so that we can take great decisions in our lives that could change perhaps even the world as well. So this is basically what we have for this month, and just continue self-checking and with yourself and asking your guides, your angels, and we will see you next month with the angels perspective. However, we meet every Thursday over Facebook and YouTube for a message from the angels. If you want to pop in, we do those messages live, or we can also meet you in YouTube. Over YouTube, we have questions and answers in regards to the angels, how to connect, all these different type of topics that can help us to be a little bit more understanding and remember, really, because we all know this, just to remember how to connect with ourselves, how to unlock this information. Thank you so much. I send you lots of love and light, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.